Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas back with another review. Another country show. I can't believe it. Never in a million years. If I thought 10 years ago that I'd be going to this much country music, I would say you're absolutely crazy. But it was another slow weekend here in Vegas. There wasn't a lot going on, probably because of Coachella. So there were very slim pickings on what to do. And country music has been like the sleeping giant here in Las Vegas. The amount of country residencies and shows that are going on, there's so many of them, and I've seen most of them, and they're really good. So I heard Sam Hunt was playing 2 nights at the Resort World. I honestly know that one song, Body Like a Back Road. That's the song I know. I saw him as part of like iHeartRadio or Billboard Music Award years ago. I remember seeing him. He only played 2 or 3 songs. I remember he was good. I remember him being, just one of those kind of country guys that fit that mold so perfectly. He's like the poster boy for that genre of country. He's a really good looking guy. The guy's looks like a model. He's got an incredible voice. He's got a lot of charm and personality to him, and he writes those kinds of songs. There's real authentic songs. He's a really authentic guy. He's a jean, t-shirt, and baseball hat and acoustic guitar kind of guy. So the tickets were really cheap. I waited to the last minute because I still wasn't sure if I was going to go anywhere that night. And we got tickets on the bottom floor through Access for $49.50. They dropped them at the end. I don't know why, but they were cheap. Before that, they were still $80, I think, $70. So these ticket places definitely play games. If you want to gamble and you're coming to Vegas to gamble, sometimes they drop, sometimes they don't. I don't know what math goes into there to start dropping ticket prices and at what time before a show. Every single show is different, but there are some shows that last minute they just want to do a little, push on tickets. Maybe it only lasts for half an hour or an hour, and then they go back to regular pricing. So I got lucky. But either way, under $100 for a show like that is still a bargain. So they did not post a set list. I don't know why. Nobody's posted it, which kind of freaks me out because I honestly don't know any of these songs. But I'm going to pull from an older set list, and I'm looking at the names of these songs. This is pretty much the set list he played. Maybe 1 or 2 on or off, and maybe a different order. But let's start with him. Let's start with the fans. Packed. The place was crowded. They were diehard fans, definitely country fans. Everybody looked great. The vibe in the air was really good. It was a lot of excitement. I don't know if this is an ongoing residency. I think they do a lot of test runs. They'll give him 2 nights over a weekend and kind of see what happened. He made a comment during the show about just being in Vegas for a few days, and they had an opening, so he decided to do a couple shows. But I'm not buying that shit. I think it's an audition. Katy Perry stopping her show. Luke Bryan's been here a while already. I can see him slowly starting to fade away. So they need the next batch of residencies. And it's pretty crowded. It was a really good show. I'm going to run through this list of songs, and then I'll start giving my... So Water Under the Bridge, Hard to Forget, 23, Kinfolk, Outskirts, Walmart, Belle of the Ball, Take Your Time, Ecstasy, Start Nowhere, Let It Down, House Party, Breaking Up was early in the 90s, Break Up a Small Town, Drinking Too Much, and Body Like a Back Road. These sound very familiar, so I would not be surprised if this was the set list. It was a short show. He went on at probably 8:20, and they were done by 9:45. So 15 songs, that's about right. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the set list. My take on this guy is I really enjoyed it. I thought it was and I've always said this about country. I'll say it in every country review I do. Country is storytelling. You don't need to know the songs because the stories, a good country artist tells the story so well and so clearly that you could sit there and you can relate to the song the first time you hear it. You can understand the story. You can understand the pain or the happy. I mean, they basically sing about, a girl, heartbreak, drinking tequila, or friends and family. And that's pretty much country music in a nutshell. But it's fine. That's shit that everybody can relate to. That's life. He's a super talented guy. Like I said, I don't know if they still use those words, triple threat. He checks every box. Seems to be authentic as can be. He's got the right look that the girls probably go nuts over him. And he's got the perfect voice. And he's a talented guy. He plays guitar. His band, I found, was very talented, more than I can think of other country bands. Maybe Garth Brooks' band, I remember being pretty talented guys. But they sang, they did something interesting. They kind of mixed a lot of different genres to kind of modernize it up. The guitarist sang Peaches by Justin Bieber. The other guitarist or bassist, I don't know who it was, he sang Dua Lipa song. And they kind of mixed in and fused in, like in between songs every now and then, a little bit of modern pop radio hits to give them a little poppy feel, which was cool. I didn't mind it. It gives it like this pop country kind of feel to it. But they were very talented. The solos, the way they sang, everything like that. But going back to Sam, he is very, very, very authentic. You could just hear in the lyrics the words like, back roads and muddy river and kinfolk and Walmart. And it just, like I said, it checks every box. It's hard to get into certain, the songs that I've never heard these songs before, but like the ones that stand out, Kinfolk stood out for me. I thought that was good. Walmart, that's the one where I saw your mama at Walmart. Again, never heard these songs, but I remember them, and they were good. Take Your Time, House Party, Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s, Break Up in a Small Town. Those all are ringing bells in my head, which tells me you're successful. All in all, again, I'm not a country fan. I am a country fan. I enjoy country, but it's not something I listen to in my free time. All in all, it's a great show. If you're in Vegas, it's cheap. I would go see the show. There's not much else to say because, again, I don't connect to the artist. I don't know enough about the artist to really get into it. But it was a great show. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think anybody, whether you're a fan or not, will have a good time at this show. Go see it if you have a chance. Thanks for listening. See you at the next show. Bye-bye.